Check, check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check, check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Okay, gonna start soon. Gonna switch to screen. Hi, friends. Let me see if I got this right here. Hello. How are you doing? Welcome back to Attack the Pantry. I'm Jenn de la Vega. This stream is a deep dive into ingredients, cooking techniques, and recipes to help you cook for yourself during quarantine and, you know, the rest of your adult life. Can you hear me okay? Hello. Hello. How you doing? Last time here on the stream, I answered a few quick questions about how much oil to use when cooking zucchini, how you can experiment with rice in a rice cooker, and I played a little bit of the game Night in the Woods. So I'll be doing a little bit of the same thing this time around, but yeah, I got some good stuff in store. You can watch all of the past clips here on my channel if you click on videos, and the entire archive is located at youtube.com/JENNDLV. Make sure to subscribe there because Twitch deletes stuff every 2 weeks. Rude. I also mentioned this on Twitter, but I will not be streaming on Sunday because I will be going out of town. It's kind of amazing, but I'm doing craft services for my first indie movie. So craft is feeding everybody on the set, from the directors to the actors. I'll be making breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a crew while camping. So I've been really itching to go camping all year, so I'm so happy I get to go for work. In other news, I'm a Twitch affiliate. That means that you can subscribe to this channel to send a little bit of money my way. If you have Amazon Prime, you can connect your account and get a free month subscription to any creator on Twitch. So it doesn't have to be me, but make sure you connect your account so you get your free little month. You get a little crown next to your name in the chat, just like 7-bean salad here. Yeah, the woods are definitely going to be very spoopy. You know me, I'm pretty jumpy. I'm also going to be alone for a lot of it. Like, the crew will be shooting in the deep woods, and I'm in charge of the kitchen, which is a separate site. But while they're off doing work in the middle of the night, I will be, holding a knife like this next to the campfire in case a bear comes. Hey, Drip, what's up? Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, it's gonna be... There's no reception, so I can't, tweet for help, but we will have walkie-talkies. So the owners of the property will be able to rescue us with ATVs if they need to. But I'm very, very excited about it. It's 4 days in the woods. It's going to be an indie horror movie. And I know the director and the producer pretty well. They were previous clients of mine, and so they decided to hire me for their actual movie. So it's going to be cool to see my name, like, scrolling through the credits and stuff. I have a lot of really cool food planned. I don't know if you've ever worked in, like, the film or TV industry, but craft services is not usually very good. Like, even, I'm gonna spill some tea, actually, even at, like, Food Network and food cooking shows, the food they actually give to the chefs to eat for lunch are, like, on the lower end. The budget's never that high. I've had some pretty sad, like, set lunches before. I'm not gonna, like, call out anyone specifically, but I'm hoping that I can start a trend of, like, good food backstage, and it can still be cost effective. Anyway, that's what I'm doing this weekend, which is really, really exciting. There are lots of good links below the video here to support me and my work. You can follow me online. You can follow my Patreon to get recipes every week. You can also just share those links. If you have no money, that's okay. Showing your support in other ways is also very helpful. And whoa, what the hell? I have like 201 followers here on Twitch. Thank you for joining me every week. This is pretty amazing. What is happening on Patreon? So on Mondays, that's when I post skate videos. Skate video 34 is about the philosophy of skateboard progress videos, which is a little meta once you think about it, but I don't know, it naturally came up because as I'm learning how to skateboard, I'm watching lots and lots of videos, and, like, I don't like a lot of them. I don't know, I just feel like people are trying to be YouTube stars, and that's not really what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to document, like, my progress. Anyway, new episode of Float Chatty is coming out this Friday. Mike, who usually hosts all of our podcast stuff, is on vacation this week, so I took over to gather questions from our listeners and keep the podcast on topic. I think I succeeded. You'd be able to hear it on Friday. It was great. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Float Chatty is the behind-the-scenes talk show we have on the Fun City Patreon. So Fun City is a Shadowrun tabletop RPG podcast that's available everywhere. But because of the pandemic, we've had to pause because we can't be in the studio together, and we decided to do a remote recorded game of Stillfleet, which is a game by Wythe Marshall. And Float City is what we called that mini-series, and so Float Chatty is the behind the scenes. I know it's like a lot to remember, but it's good, and I love it. It's really fun playing an alien. Oh no, I'm really sorry about the McDonald's ad, Sean. I'm sorry. The ads help this channel running. You know, what little money I do make from Twitch. The ads are a necessary evil. I would love to get to a point where I can turn them off. It'd be great. You know, if I were generating a lot of subscribers, I'd turn off the ads for sure. Because that's the thing you can do. What else is happening? What's on Patreon? New recipe today for pain au chocolat. This was inspired by Keen, who has been experimenting with puff pastry. You might have seen him in the chat over the couple of weeks that I've been streaming. But he like, messaged me a bunch of photos and said, like, what else can I do with this puff pastry? I've made fruit things. I've made, like, this. What else can I, like, put in it? And I came up with this chili chocolate cherry croissant thing that was really fun. You might have seen it on my Instagram recently. What else? I also had a monthly update on Patreon. It's a bunch of links for recommendations, the projects I'm working on, links to articles that are free with recipes in them that I've written. And, this was really fun. I also put up a hot sauce bingo card. So if you follow me on Instagram, you can screenshot the hot sauce bingo card. It's in a little highlight on my profile. And you can circle all the ones that you've had and then share it. And make sure you tag me if you share it. But it's been really fun to see what hot sauces people have had and have not had. I tried to be international on the bingo card and a little bit elementary, like some basic sauces like gochujang and like yuzu kosho and sriracha. So I'm definitely going to do another bingo card with more obscure sauces. It's going to be really cool. People have suggested a few hot sauces to add to it, so look out for that. I'm going to work on it. Let's see. We also, last week, I can't believe it's only been a week. The progression of time feels wrong, doesn't it, this year? But a week ago, we finished our Netflix party binge of Ugly Delicious. I haven't set our November date yet, but I'm also considering a different show to watch together, so I have feelings about David Chang, and I'm sure everyone who's been watching with me also has the same feelings. But if you have a Netflix show, like a cooking show that you'd like to watch together, I'm happily going to take suggestions and have people vote on it. It's been really fun. What else is happening? So I've been a little busy, which is great news, because I started the year off not having a lot of work, but finally, like in October, I suddenly have a lot of work, so I haven't recorded a new culinary word of the day. But if you haven't heard all of them, now is a great time to catch up. So I think I have 12 episodes up on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, everywhere you can listen to podcasts. You can search for Culinary Word of the Day. And a reminder that I'm working with my friend Chris Depew to caption all of them for YouTube. So for people who watch podcasts or consume podcasts visually, can watch them. So we have up to episode 7 uploaded there, and you can read them, and the transcripts are always available on the Simplecast page. So make sure you're following Culinary WOTD on Twitter, and you can also submit words for us to cover. You know, we always need suggestions. I'm still watching a lot of TV. I'm trying to wean myself off of it. British Bake Off. Did everybody watch British Bake Off? Or are you into British Bake Off? It's the bread episode that just aired, which was phenomenal and amazing. I'm watching Sherlock season 4. Oh my god. So I was really into that show when it was airing live, on TV and stuff. But I never watched season 4, and boy, it's so emo. I love it though. I like it. After this, I'm going to try reading more. I have a huge stack of books to get through. Lop, 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 lop. Let's look at what people cooked this week. I didn't really get any photos from people, but it's just a few. Lucius went to the farmer's market and was showing off these crimson crisp apples here at the bottom. They look really cute. They look like something out of Snow White, Crimson Crisp. Then he also got some oyster mushrooms and some cherry tomatoes. And, cat! Do you see the cat? Cute! And then, my friend Andy, she goes by the name Blue Like Speak Cheesy on Instagram. She has a grilled cheese pop-up at Dynaco and Getaway. So Dynaco is in Bed-Stuy and Getaway is in Greenpoint. But on Tuesdays at Getaway from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., she sells these vegetarian chorizo breakfast double-decker tacos. So it's got scrambled egg and vegetarian chorizo, radish, you can see the cotija cheese, avocado, and the crunchy shell. And then there's a layer of bean and cheese, and then the soft tortilla on the outside. You can't really see it, but she's actually burned some shredded cheese on the outside of the tacos, which is really cool. They were really delicious and came with a side of salsa verde, which I haven't had in a while. Whoa, is Sasquatch in the chat? What's up? Thanks for following, dude. Yeah, I know, these tacos are really good. I've been pursuing more vegetarian food lately, just as like a good gut health practice, just because I feel so like heavy after eating so much barbecue last week, which I will talk about. Oh yeah, that's why you didn't get a notification. You're following now. No, it's okay, you're here now. I'm glad you're here now. You can see me geek out about food. It's great. You're among friends. No worries. Nigel, everybody. Nigel's in the chat. Nigel has it right. Pew, pew, pew. What have I been up to? No, that's the wrong screen. Sorry. So if you'd like to be featured on the stream, all you have to do is tag me on Instagram or tag me in a tweet of your food photos, cooking photos, or things that you find at the farmer's market or at the grocery store. If you have a question about it, be like, what is this, Jen? And I will happily answer and feature it here on the stream. Because I don't want to be the only one that I feature. I have a lot. I cook a lot. That's like my job. But I want to like see what everybody else is cooking. Right? Right? This is a throwback, and I was looking through my old Tumblr. I don't really use Tumblr as much as I used to. Like, do you all still check Tumblr? I was shocked to find out that I still have, like, 15,000 followers on Tumblr. I was like, oh, maybe I should use this. I don't know. Like, I'm conflicted about it. Like, it's like one more platform to manage, but I don't know, apparently I have an audience on Tumblr. But this was a throwback to maybe 6 years ago-ish, and I was really experimenting with savory oatmeal. So this is a sous vide soft egg over oatmeal with scallions, Parmesan cheese, fried garlic, and of course our friend bacon. Savory oatmeal is something I prefer way over sweet oatmeal. The only other sweet oatmeal that I would eat was, remember... Quaker had like this oatmeal swirl thing that you get like a little packet, and you can make like strawberry jam swirls. That was kind of the only one that I would like that was sweet. But otherwise, I really like savory oatmeal. Everyone on Tumblr moved to OnlyFans. I believe it. I totally believe it. Makes a lot of sense. Let's see, what else did I do? These were the Burmese tofu flans that I made for the pop-up last weekend. I switched out tarragon, so this is tarragon instead of thyme. This is chickpea flour that is cooked down with some green curry and turmeric. That makes it nice and yellow there. And usually I put thyme in it, but the store didn't have any, and so I used tarragon. While the tarragon is very, very, very pretty, it's like very painterly. Like you can see this one right here. It's very cute. You can see that they don't stick very well. They kind of look like seaweed. So I might stick with thyme from now on when I make these. But these were a vegetarian protein that I served on Saturday at the pop-up. Yeah, savory oatmeal's really cost effective too. So, you can just buy regular oatmeal, just make sure there's no sugar in it. Yeah, and this is a vegetarian protein that I like, and I'm like a hard-headed meat eater. Yeah, it's lovely. Burmese tofu is very, very good. Okay, so I was feeling pretty bad this weekend. I was pretty under the weather, well, emotionally under the weather. I'm physically okay. But I was thinking about, thinking about a lot of old food from like when I was younger. I was thinking of toaster strudel. Do you remember toaster strudel? Where you would have to massage a little icing pack and then put it over your toaster strudel. So this isn't quite toaster strudel. It is puff pastry that has melted white chocolate caramel in the middle. And then some strawberry, a little bit of black pepper, and tarragon, and then an egg wash of demerara sugar around the edges so that it's crispy. Over time, I think the white chocolate was too liquidy. Like, these ended up being floppy in the middle a little bit. But I'll work on it. I think I need like a cream cheese layer underneath that to hold the chocolate. Be more like a Danish though, but not a strudel. Actually, this is technically more of a Danish than a strudel. Whatever. Yeah, I tend to not, I don't really like things that are too sweet. So I try to add pepper to things. You would use all of the frosting on a single strudel. Wouldn't it only be for wouldn't it be for 6? Or did they give you several packets in the box? I don't remember. You're so funny. What else? This was a meal for myself, family meal for myself. This is garlic fried rice with some egg, really super simple. Scallions that I've been growing in the window, and just some pan-seared steak. This was heaven to me. This was everything I needed the other day. I was like, ooh, my soul. Ooh, garlic fried rice. Yeah, okay, yes. Wonderful. What else is happening? This is a head of grilled oyster mushroom that I cooked up on Saturday. I feel like Sean, who is in the chat, probably ate this, right? You ate the mushrooms with the tofu? These mushrooms have been marinated in a little bit of vinegar, some wine, miso, sesame seeds, and some olive oil. It's really, really, really simple. I grill the whole heads so that you get some crispy edges here you see at the top. And then I cut it so that the inside is still pretty tender, but not slimy. Yeah. It's like barbecuing, like a whole roast of something, but it's a mushroom. What else is happening? These were the Adobo pulled pork sliders from the pop-up. So on top of them is a red chimichurri. It looks green right now, but in the jar that I bring it in, it looks red because it has tons of cayenne pepper, chipotle pepper, and paprika. So that's mostly in the oil of it, but chimichurri is like parsley and oregano, pesto-ish stuff. It's kind of like between salsa verde and a pesto. But the acidic nature of it works really, really well with fatty foods like pulled pork, as you can see. Yes. I also like eating the sliders. These were the ribs that I served on Saturday. I'll make them a little bit bigger, or I'll try to make them a little bit bigger. Here we go. These are kare ribs. So kare is a Filipino peanut curry that's usually a stew. Like, it's a vegetable and pork stew that you eat over rice. So I converted it into a dry rub for ribs. So it has like peanut and fish sauce, and to sort of counteract like the richness of it, I added cilantro and pomegranate, which is not Filipino at all. A little bit more Middle Eastern, but I think the combination was really interesting and fun, and I test drove it on a bunch of people, and I sold out of these ribs. So it was awesome. Good experiment. I will do them again, for sure. More savory oatmeal. This is like a different year that I did savory oatmeal. So there's avocado this time, but it's still Parmesan, bacon, scallion, soft egg, crispy garlic. I guess I was obsessed with it. I don't know why I had multiple photos of it. Today, this was an adventure. Oh my gosh. So this is the first cake that I've ever completed that wasn't from a box or from, a ready-made funfetti can. This is from a cookbook that I'm testing right now. I'm almost done. I'm like 2 recipes away from finishing this cookbook that I'm working on. But this is a mango chiffon cake. It's pretty traditional in the Philippines. This has got 2 layers, and in between it's got like crushed mango with the whipped cream cheese frosting. This is more on the whipped cream side of frosting, so it's not like grainy, sugary, or heavy cream cheesy. It's actually very light whipped cream, and it's currently melting in my kitchen. But I've never successfully made a 2-layer cake before. This is my first one ever. Ever. Please pat me on the back. Yes, please move to New York so you can eat my food. Oh, Sean, you like the ribs? The right amount of peanutty? Yeah. You used to eat cups of frosting at your dad's Wait, your dad has a bakery? How come you never mentioned this to me? You have baking in your family? What? That's cool. He used to have a bakery. Oh, okay, I get it. That's dope. My mom keeps talking about, like, that's her retirement plan is to open a bakery. And I was like, Mom, that's another job. Why? Owning a business is very hard. Mother. But I was very proud of this cake. Like, I don't even like cake, really. But this one I do like. Chiffon has a nice, like, airy crumb. Like, you have to whip egg whites until they are stiff peaks, and then you fold it into the rest of the batter, and so it becomes this cake that's like this big in the oven, and then it deflates down, but it's still very, very soft and fluffy. And yeah, mango. I always love mango. Mango is great. So here's the here's a slice of the cake, so you can see. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Oh, no, it didn't work. Sorry, I made another photo bigger. Oops, no, I keep doing the wrong photo. Here we go. So this is a slice of the mango chiffon, and that's only one half of it, you can see. The other layer is, like, on the other half of the photo. But it has swirls of turmeric in it. So it's mango turmeric in the layers. Pretty good. So the frosting doesn't have any sugar in it because the cake itself doesn't have a lot of sugar itself either, but we're getting the sugar from the fruit and a tiny bit from the crust of the cake where the sugar is caramelized. So this is kind of the cake for me. Like, I don't really like sweet stuff, so this is perfectly, like, satisfying but not too sweet. So yeah, mango chiffon cake. Lovely. Yeah, I was pretty proud of it. What's up? What's up, cake? Okay, so that's what I've been up to this week. If you would like your food photos to be featured, please tag me on Instagram and Twitter, or send them to me, DM me, or text me, whatever, and I'm happy to showcase what you are eating, even if it's stuff from the gas station or the bodega. If it's like a new flavor of chip that I haven't seen yet, I will happily share it or look for it. Like, I don't remember, was it last week or 2 weeks ago that I found the Flamin' Hot Cheeto popcorn? Love that stuff. So good. So good. I would like to share mango cake, but I don't think it will survive a cross-country trip to you. Wah, wah. So, what am I talking about today? So my cousin Casey texted me. I'll read it to you. I was trying to make vinaigrette, but turned out really acidic tasting since I added vinegar and lemon. How can I tone the taste down? Casey, this is a great question that I will take entirely too long to answer for you. Let's go to my ingredients here. So, what is a vinaigrette, my friends? What is your understanding of a vinaigrette? Let's just bring it back to high school chemistry of acids and bases. They balance each other out and bring equilibrium to a solution or to a semi-permeable membrane. So this applies to both vinaigrettes and pickling. I have a really long, like, 2-hour rant about pickling if you go to my YouTube channel. And I talk about hypotonic solutions, hypertonic solutions. But for our purposes today, I will only just talk about vinaigrettes. So vinaigrettes technically are just mixes of oil with something acidic, like vinegar and or lemon. In Casey's case, she added both vinegar and lemon. I typically go for lemon, olive oil, salt, pepper, and Parmesan cheese, particularly with arugula. You can add any herbs and spices to change it up. Vinaigrettes are mainly used on salads as a dressing, but you know what? They can also be great as marinades for proteins or hearty vegetables. So if you're going to grill some broccoli or roast some cauliflower, a vinaigrette will happily play well with that. And if you're going to grill some steak, throw it in a vinaigrette overnight and you'll have a perfect marinade. Like sometimes you have, you know, a whole fridge shelf full of vinaigrettes and salad dressings that are perfectly good for grilling or roasting or even stir frying. So when you hear vinaigrette, don't just think salad. So lots of other ways to use it. So traditional French cooking defines vinaigrettes as a 3-to-1 proportion of oil to acid. I always thought it was a 1-to-1, but apparently traditional recipes say 3-to-1. But however you cook at home, you can figure out the proportion that works for you. I tend to like the 1-to-1 because it's much stronger. So I do 1 whole lemon to 2 tablespoons because, you know, half a lemon. It works out mathematically that it's 1-to-1. But yeah, you can experiment with different oils. So neutral oils or flavored oils are great in vinaigrettes because you are not cooking anything. I really, I cringe when I hear people are sauteing with flavored oils because you're losing the flavor when you saute them. Flavored oils like walnut, mint oil, parsley oil, pistachio oil, truffle oil, that stuff is not meant for sauteing. It's meant for finishing or vinaigrettes. So be careful with that stuff. Yes. But what are your favorite vinaigrettes? A classic is balsamic and olive oil. I already mentioned my favorite, lemon parmesan. Let's see. Some people really like red wine vinegar with shallot and olive oil and black pepper. It reminds me of mignonette sauce that you would eat with oysters, like raw oysters. Let's go through some international applications here. In northern France, vinaigrette is made with walnut oil and cider vinegar used for Belgian endive. So Belgian endive is like, it's pretty bitter and a cousin of radicchio. So to combat that bitter taste, apple cider vinegar, which tends to be more on the tart sweet side, pairs really well with it, obviously. In the U.S., here in the U.S., vinaigrettes may include a wide range of additions such as lemon, like I said, truffle, raspberries, sugar, garlic, and cherries. Cheese, Parmesan, or blue cheese are the most common that people add to vinaigrettes, but I think blue cheese and vinegar probably is a little too strong. In that case, if you're going to add blue cheese to any dressings, I would recommend using the lemon zest. You still get the lemon flavor, but not necessarily the bite. Because blue cheese is pretty salty and can be spicy. Like, the mold can be a little spicy sometimes. So, toning it down with a little lemon zest is a great idea. Just watch out when you buy bottled vinaigrettes. They include emulsifiers such as lecithin. Those help it to stay shelf stable and to stay mixed. So if you're going to be making the vinaigrette at home yourself, just be prepared to shake it all the time. And you shouldn't really be keeping it for more than a week either because lemon juice is, you know, it's perishable. But if it's just balsamic vinegar and olive oil, then it will last for a while. Until you add other perishable things to it, it would last for a while. Like if you added garlic to a balsamic vinegar and olive oil vinaigrette, it will not last as long compared to something that doesn't have any garlic in it. In Southeast Asia, rice bran oil and white vinegar are used as a foundation with fresh herbs, chili peppers, nuts, and lime juice. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Isn't that the dressing for larb? Yes, it is. I think it is. Yeah. In China and Japan, similar salad dressing is made with sesame oil and sesame paste and rice vinegar. That might be a familiar flavor at Japanese restaurants where they have like iceberg lettuce, shredded carrot, and like that sesame oil, sesame paste, and miso situation. Let's see, different vinegars such as raspberry create different flavors. You can also try alcohol, like straight up wine in vinaigrettes. Yeah, because you know where some wine vinaigrettes come from? They come from wine. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah. Vinegar is sometimes made from wine, so why not use actual, like, non-vinegared wine in a vinaigrette? Might be cool, just not as tart. Do I use onions or shallots? Do you leave them in when you pour? I tend to like that. Yeah, I do like onion and shallot in my vinaigrettes sometimes. It kind of depends on what I'm eating, you know? But I know a lot of people who filter them out and only want them for the flavor. So it's all totally up to you. You like yours with mustard? Yeah, mustard is also a great emulsifier. So if you try to shake up oil and vinegar in a jar, it's going to separate over the course of an hour. But if you stir in something like mustard, which is a stabilizer emulsifier, it will stay blended a little bit longer. It will still try to separate, because oil and vinegar don't like each other. Oil and water don't like each other. But yeah, mustard, great addition. Oh, Sean is sharing a vinaigrette recipe here. White balsamic, shallot, and olive oil is your go-to right now. Kind of sweet and light. Yes. I haven't gotten to play with white balsamic very often, but the few times that I've had it, it was just very perfumey and just not as heavy as regular balsamic. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. In Brazil, you can mix a little olive oil, alcohol, vinegar, tomatoes, onions, and sometimes bell peppers. This is called vinagrette, and it's served on a churrasco, which is a Brazilian barbecue. Yum. So all that is a very, very long way to say, Casey, if your vinaigrette is too acidic, add more olive oil. Okay, so that is my whole thing about vinaigrettes. Does anyone else have any questions about vinaigrette? Let's just look at a lemon while we're... Look at this lemon. This lemon is very happy making. It's very round lemon. Does anyone have any quick cooking questions before we move on? It is a very cute lemon. My friend Peter did ask a question about ribs, but I will take a longer time to do my research about it and prepare some photos of ribs that I've cooked before. So I'll tackle ribs next Wednesday when I come back. But if anyone has any quick, urgent cooking questions for today, I will happily answer them if you put them in the chat. So, let's move on to the chopped portion of the evening. If you are new to this stream, I know a lot of you are not, but for people who are watching later and who want to join me live next time, we pretend for just a little bit that we are on the show Chopped and that we have a basket of ingredients. So if you're in the chat, please suggest 3 or 4 ingredients that we're going to mash up and use in our basket. Oh, Chris! Hi, Chris Olsen. How are you? What do I make with orzo? All right. While I answer this question, if you're in the chat, just suggest some ingredients that we want to play with in our chopped exercise. So what we do is we pretend we're on the show, but we have all the time in the world. So that means we have a pantry of basic things and these 4 ingredients, and we'll just try to think of everything we could do if we had all the time in the world. Tangerines, great. All right. With 2 more ingredients, and then I'll answer this question about orzo. So orzo is a small rice-like pasta, but it is not made of rice. So it's made out of wheat and egg yolk and cut into very small pieces. So orzo tends to be more in like pasta salad cold preparations. So you would boil it just like you would spaghetti. You boil it like a pasta in salted water. You can drain it and toss it with some olive oil. And then the most traditional orzo salad is cubed feta, tomato, and sometimes either mint or basil. So orzo, I tend to treat it in the cold pasta situation, like for picnics and stuff. but you could also treat it like a risotto. So once it is fully cooked, after probably 8 to 10 minutes, you'd have to look at the packaging. I don't remember every single cook time for orzo, but after they're done cooking, you can drain most of the water out, but leave a little bit, and stir it with some Parmesan cheese, some, what's it called? A little bit of shallot, salt and pepper, and finish it like you would any other risotto with a pat of butter. But yeah, like, I would just treat orzo as a cold pasta salad situation. All right, so in our chopped basket, we've got tangerines, spaghetti squash. Does anyone else have another ingredient to suggest? And then we'll start exercising our brains. This whole, like, chopped exercise is all about knowing how far we can take our food, either at home or theoretically. And hopefully it will inspire you for future meals or maybe even dinner tonight. Oh, Chris, you got a ton of it on clearance? Nice. And plus, you know what? It is shelf stable as long, as you keep it in a dark, dry place. It will last forever. It is absolutely an apocalypse food. Yeah, any pasta is, actually. Okay, we need one more ingredient for our chopped basket. Tangerine, spaghetti squash, and one more. Friends, what you got for me? Do we need a curveball? I'll just talk quickly about tangerines. Pig jowl. Oh, girl. Okay, it's on now. Okay, we're going to mash up in our chopped basket. Pretend we're on the show. We've got tangerines, spaghetti squash, and pig jowl. I'm going to talk through each of the ingredients, and then in the chat you can throw out ideas of what you would do with either all three or just two of them. It's just all about possibilities. So just get your brain going. So tangerines. We have lots of usable parts on this. The zest is useful for flavoring things or garnishing things. The inside has obviously the supremes or the little citrus wedges. That's what they're called. The little citrus wedge is called a supreme. We can juice it. We can get all the pith off and use it like mandarin oranges. What else? We can dry them and make pinwheels of tangerines. What else? Yeah, the word pith is pretty satisfying to say. It's like yacht, isn't it? I think it's because it has consecutive consonants. Yeah. Okay, so spaghetti squash. I've never actually experimented beyond roasting them because you slice it in half, you roast them face down in the oven, and then that will make them soft enough so you can run a fork through them and you can pull all these lovely spaghetti strings from it. That's kind of the only preparation that I've ever done. So I'm very, very open to suggestion here if you've ever cooked spaghetti squash in a different way. I've never roasted wedges of them before. I think they might be a little too soft for that. Or, I don't know. I'm curious. Because it has a very hard exterior and a very soft interior. You don't really eat the skin on spaghetti squash. And then pig jowls. So pig jowls can come in a variety of ways. They can be raw, like straight butchered from the pig, or they can be cured like guanciale, which is an Italian charcuterie, which that is salt cured and hung. So the way that you make guanciale is you take the raw meat, you rub it in a bunch of salt, and then you hang it in a dark cellar for a couple months, and then it becomes a cured meat, which can be sliced thinly and fried up like bacon, but it tends to be more on the fattier side. Yeah, Sean, you also cook spaghetti squash that way. That's the way you've done it. You got a bunch in your CSA this week. Aha! I wonder, though, if there's a way that you can slice rounds, instead of slicing it in half lengthwise, maybe if you slice discs crosswise, that could be a really fun thing to add to soup. Like something you dig your spoon into. Like, have you ever had a stew inside of a pumpkin before? Like, there was a restaurant that I went to, I think called French Louis in Brooklyn, and they served a vegetarian stew in a pumpkin. And it was a very light broth stew because you were meant to dig your spoon into the side of the pumpkin as you were eating, and so it became more stewy as you ate the thing. So I wonder if you could kind of do the same thing with spaghetti squash. So if I had a big serving bowl and I had a few floating discs of spaghetti squash in it, and as you eat it, it thickens the rest of the soup. Yeah, doesn't that sound fun? That sounds fun. I want to buy a bunch of pumpkins and do that. I live alone, can you tell? I keep thinking of all these things to make, and I'm like, oh, who's gonna eat it? Oh, you found an example online of sliced rings of squash. Yeah, roasted. All right. I mean, I guess technically you could treat spaghetti squash like any other squash, but I think the inside will be a lot more pulpy than others. Yeah, so you can definitely roast them. You can spiralize them. You can poach them. Ooh, this is actually one of my favorite Giada De Laurentiis recipes. She does this butternut squash risotto where she poaches the butternut squash in vegetable broth before adding it to the risotto. So it's like very tender, but like not mushy. So you could probably do that with spaghetti squash too. Ooh, okay. So those are the 3 ingredients: tangerines, spaghetti squash, and pig jowls. So how would you, in the chat, mash up either 2 of them or all 3? This is where we're going to exercise our brains, friends. So already I'm thinking we could do a ramen. So we could do pig jowl broth with some thin slices also on top. And then spaghetti squash as the noodle. And then do like a cured tangerine oil as a finish. Yo. That would be crazy. Like a tonkatsu ramen with spaghetti squash. You'd have to add the spaghetti squash a la minute, like at the very, very end, because they would like disintegrate if you left them in for like an hour. But yeah, tangerine oil. Yeah, all citrus fruit have essential oils in the skin. That's why you see cocktail bartenders twist citrus into your drinks, because there is oil there. And it is oil soluble, so you can put tangerine skins in the oil to infuse it. So ramen is one idea. Does anyone else have any other ideas? You can even just do 2 of the ingredients. So we could do tangerine cured guanciale, which sounds lovely. Pork and squash dumpling with tangerine dipping sauce. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Duck sauce in Chinese American restaurants is usually made with orange. Yeah, that makes sense. Pork and squash dumpling. Yummy. Like the way you're thinking about this. Doing all Asian cuisine right now. Let's see. So how would you mash up pig jowl, spaghetti squash, and tangerines? So you could do a spaghetti squash salad, like a pasta salad that's cold. With cubed, pork jowl and like a tangerine vinaigrette, because we've been talking about vinaigrette. Ooh, pork and squash steam bun or siopao or chao su bao. That sounds great too. Yum. I'm a fan of the steam bun. So is Drip. Oh, that reminds me, I have ube steam buns in my freezer. Okay, what else? What else can we do here? Ooh, you know what? We could do a carbonara. You could do an egg yolk mixed into spaghetti squash noodle, and then chunks of fried guanciale, and finish it with some tangerine zest. Ooh. What kind of drink could we make? Could we make a drink? Could you do a Bloody Mary, but like add a little bit of tangerine instead of lemon, and then do a guanciale garnish? I've had a bacon Bloody Mary before as a garnish, but it's not very incorporated because fat, like pork fat, would congeal in like a cold drink situation. I know. I don't know if I could drink pig jowl either. But I would definitely drink it in a ramen broth, for sure. Like, in a hot situation. Yeah, absolutely. There's a window in Manhattan that serves just broth. It's called Brodo. It's like a little to-go window. It looks like Starbucks, but it's only for broth. Right now is like kind of the perfect season for it. So yeah, they have like a pork broth, they have a beef broth, they have a chicken broth, and you can add like raw garlic to it, or ginger if you want, or hot sauce. It's really good. My mouth is watering thinking about it. Does anyone else have any other ideas? How would you mash up tangerine, spaghetti squash, and pig jowl? What kind of sandwich could we make with this? Have you ever had spaghetti in a hot dog bun before? I have. So we could do, you know, spaghetti hot dog thing with pork. Okay. Last call for ideas, guys. Tangerines, spaghetti squash, pork jowl. Any application of bacon, if you could come up with it, would work here. Also, what kind of sandwich could we make? What other kind of sandwich? Breakfast sandwich with pork jowl. What if you could do, like, savory cinnamon rolls? So, like, pork cinnamon roll, but, like, finish with a little bit of tangerine. Would that be crazy? Is that crazy? I don't know. Okay, alright. If you have any more ideas, you can totally tweet me. My username is Randwiches here on the screen. That was a really fun mental exercise. It's meant to inspire you and show you that ingredients have more life to them, and that, you know, there's not just one way to cook them. So it's always really fun. Make sure if you come back next week to throw me a curveball. I always love it. So next time here on Attack the Pantry, I'll be back next Wednesday at 5 p.m. We're going to cover ribs and answer any quick cooking questions from you. So if you have anything that comes up during the week, please feel free to ask me over DM or publicly on Twitter and Instagram. This is my username, Randwiches. What time is it? It is 6 p.m. So I think I will play a little bit of Night in the Woods if you want to stick around, but that's it for the food stuff. You can keep asking me food questions in the chat. I just might not see it as quickly. Let me see if I can get Twitch open here on my phone so I can see the chat when I play the game. Stop the music, yeah. Friends. How are you doing? I hope you are well. I'll turn off the sound here. Dismiss. Hello. Where is my chat? Show me the chat. Oh, here we go. Hello. Play. All right. Yeah. If you have any cooking questions, please hit me up over the week. Happily, we'll gather them and answer on stream for everybody to benefit from it. But I'm going to play some Night in the Woods if you want to stick around. Yeah. Cool, friends. I hope you have... Oh, Chris Olsen at the end here with a sleeper hit. Squash and jowl fritters. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That sounds great. What if we had pork jowl donuts? Or like a jelly-filled donut with tangerine custard. Oh, you got me, dude. That is a great idea. I'm making fireworks go off in my head. Amazing, amazing. Cool, I'm going to switch over to game mode. But feel free to keep chatting with me. I'll be looking. I'll glance at the chat every now and then. Sorry, apologize for the screen. This is gonna be my desktop for a second, and I'm gonna open Night in the Woods. Let's see. I want to make sure it's not too loud when the game starts. We're in a vortex together. I'm very sorry. Very, very sorry. Why isn't this game opening? Night in the Woods. I'm only going to play for like 30 minutes, and then I have to deliver some food to people. Oh my gosh, look at Night in the Woods just bouncing. Hello, everybody. This is my very tidy desktop. Why is it taking forever? My computer sounds like it's working very, very hard. I'm sorry, computer. Maybe if I empty some trash for you. Trash sound. Hello? Why are you doing this to me? Okay, we're just gonna watch this bounce for a while. Oh my god. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Let me know if it is too loud or... Can you even hear the sounds coming from the computer? I don't have a direct audio, that's why. It's good? Okay, thank you. Oh, yeah. So if you're just catching up with me here, I had gone to see my friend at the bodega he works at, and then he's like, what are you doing? And let's go do some stuff. So we're gonna go do some stuff. I feel you. Food Donkey. What a good name for a store. Food Donkey. Sounds right. Were the people who made this game born in the 90s just or the 80s like me? Donk Turks. Donk. Donkeys. Causing trouble. Crimes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey! I love her friend. Her friend is nuts. Wait, who? Oh no, I don't like this. Yeah, Greg is the best. Oh, what is that smell? Glue? Oh no. Oh, that guy! I predicted it. Oh, the music changed too. Notice that? Sorry. Alexa, stop. Sorry, all my alarms are going. Oh yeah, see you later. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good dinner. God, this guy's creepy. Gross. Gross. What's that? What? What is it? What? I like the way he walks. What? Oh no. Lockpick stuff. I feel like that's the thing I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I don't have a very good dexterity. Poo. Come on! I can do this. Oh my god. What is wrong with me? Ah! I think you jump on the third one. There's like an extra jump that you get. Very sorry for this. I can do this. Oh my god, what's wrong with you? Hup. Hup. Ugh. Okay, no, I need that double jump thing. Okay. F. Sorry. If I continuously run and I go 1, 2, Ah. Nah. Oh my god. Getting better though. Huh? 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 Yes! Uh-huh. Oh my god. Oh, what is this? No. No. Okay. Greg, seriously. Ooh, I get to pick. Which one do we want? Should I get the pig or the frog? I think the pig. No. Cannibal pig. I want cannibal pig. Is he gonna shut the door? Oh my god. It's so huge. Oh my god. This is so stressful. I don't like this. Music is very stressful. Oh no. I have to go another set? Oh, again? Oh my... Oh, that was horrible! Oh my gosh. God, this is very stressful. Oh my god, I was gonna have a heart attack if we had to do it again. Yeah, I'm hungry too. Oh my god, they're very morbid friends. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. They're too much. They're too much. Gross. Pierogies. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Cool. Feast of the Perpetual Pierogi. Wow, are these people from Brooklyn? Because we have that summer festival, Feast of San Gennaro in Brooklyn. And it's Polish in Greenpoint here, where I live. Oh my god. Aha! Oh! Ah! Wasting so many pierogi. This is really funny. Oh! Okay, I know he's gonna go forward here. Oh, come on. Come on! I didn't get any pierogies into his mouth. Always a complainer. Oh, your friends are gonna move away. Ooh, that sounds fun. You got a tattoo? What is that? A sheep? Don't not cry. Bonafide. Aw, bros forever. Hi, Dad. I'm gonna put her to bed because I'm hungry, y'all. I think I gotta go get some pizza for myself. Wait, let's look at the computer. Ooh, chats. I miss having a friend I can talk to like that, specifically. They're ridiculous. Okay, let's put May to bed, and I'm gonna go eat dinner. Yes. Good night, May. Okay. I'll have to resume this stream another time. Cool. Thanks for hanging out, friends.